All right, just got off work. It's finally nice enough to work in the garage with the door up. So today, I got a bunch of things I'm gonna start off doing. I got a set of plugs for the Nova. I actually ordered a set of Vandy plates for the 55, and I'm finally gonna get around to putting them on. So do that. If you know, you know. And after I get that done, I'm probably gonna work on the T. Story of my life. So I actually ordered a set of shocks for this thing. I didn't really show them to you too well. So these are out of like a Mustang of some sort. So they're kind of male end on both sides. And my plan was to stab them in a hole top and bottom in the coil spring and run them like that, which is a great idea. But I guess I don't know, terrible with the tape measure. Shocks were too long. So when they were fully compressed, they'd fit in there, but only have about an inch of travel before they were bottoming out. So I did some more math, which who knows if it worked out or not, but figured out for it to be in the middle of its travel. So I chopped up this here drive shaft and then just capped the end and drilled a hole in it. And that's what I ended up using on the top. So this is all just kind of crudely tacked together. But that's essentially what it's going to look like, and it actually should work. So I'm going to get both those going. It's at ride height where I'm happy with it. Then I can start messing with a panhard or something like that, and the front shocks. So kind of a bit of a schmozzle, but it'll work out just fine in the end. So I'm going to get started on that stuff. All right. Got the plate done. I didn't film it because I figured you guys all know how to use side cutters and zap straps. Plus the GoPro's dead. They need to make these things like those watches that just charge themselves. But yeah, plate's cool. I hate our stupid plates. The colors of them are just lame. Spark plugs. So yeah, this thing put this motor together kind of last year, and I don't know, I just like putting new plugs on every year just because it's cheap. Spent a few bucks. Wow, these are brand new headers last year, just storing it in that sea can. Man, stuff rusts here, drives me nuts. But I'll yoink these out real quick, put the new ones in, and yeah, move on to the next item.
Give the people what they want! More butt crack!
Summertime crack. Alright, so plugs are all swapped out. They were a little on the rich side. This thing actually ran rich last year when I had it. It's actually a Brawler carburetor, so it's kind of like a Holly knockoff. So I had the kit, I just changed a couple of jets. Remember last year I set the power valves to the right vacuum, so I just dropped it down a couple of jet sizes in the primaries, and I'll slap this back together, and we'll see how it runs. I'm thinking it'll be just fine. Okay, all back together. Let's see how she runs. I'm thinking flawlessly. So this thing's just small block Chevy. I went through the whole thing. It's got a comp cam 268H, I think, in it. So it's got a bit of a lope to it, nothing too crazy. Instead of Flowmaster mufflers, it's a cool little hot rod. So I'll button this thing up, probably take it for a cruise at some point, and put a few miles on it, pull the plugs, see what they look like. But it's tea time. All right, car's running minty. So this is my drive shaft. It's like, I don't know, 2.5 or 2 3/4 opening. The shock body is just over 1.5 inches round, so it should be okay. I mean, it's just going straight up and down, so it won't be having a lot of slop side to side. So all I did was I measured. It was 4 inches is what I did. Grab a piece of tape, I'll slice it. I just ended up plasmaing a really ugly top of the last one. I'll buzzer together, punch a hole in it, and then same thing on the top. And then underneath I've got to do a little screwing around, but nothing too serious. And I should be able to bolt that sucker together. So there's my little piece. So basically it's kind of like an airbag cup almost. So that's kind of how it works. Just ran it through. I plasmaed out the hole. I might have to do it a little bigger, clean it up. This is basically going to fit right through there. Now there's it's bottoming out on the bottom. I got to do a little bit of trimming to get it through the bottom plate. So I'm actually going to jack this thing up on stands on the frame and let the rear end kind of come down, and then I can just kind of cut out the little hole where I want the bottom to come through. I actually have to weld up and drill a new hole, I think, and then I should be able to kind of bolt them all in, and then I can buzz these in properly. And obviously it's at full extension right now, so I'd have to push it in probably, I think it's 4 inches, then I weld it, and I'll have 4 inches down, 4 inches up. It'll have exactly right centered, and that'll be just perfect. Brent gave me this little thing, so I might try and make that into some sort of a half-ass panhard bar. We'll just see something to get started at least. But yeah, pretty simple. Hopefully it won't look too goofy. I mean, it'll be what it's going to be, but I think it'll work. Alright, so the chassis on stands, the rear end's hanging down, the shot, or the springs are out of it. So what I did, it's going to be hard to see, in there was a big hole. So I ended up taking actually one of the bits that I torched out and just kind of cut it into a little pie, and I welded it in, which will then allow the shock, this is again awkward, to just kind of fit in its little hole. So it'll be centered and it'll do its thing. Terrible angles here. But so ultimately I got to kind of lift the body up even higher. I'll sleeve the spring over the shock, put that all together, pop the shock through the top, or I guess I can just do it all through the top because that's not welded on, and kind of tack it all together, put the weight on it, and it should be just fine. I might put a couple of limiting straps or something on here because the shocks are actually so long. By the time they're fully expanded, the rear won't fall out of it, but the springs will be all loose. So we'll see, maybe we'll do that down the road, but I'm gonna get these kind of just tack welded in. We'll see how it looks and see what kind of suspension I get out of it. So that's what I come up with. So the shock runs all the way down, it's bolted to the bottom plate. That's my little spacer type thing. Stiffens it up lots. Obviously I still don't have any side to side, so I got to put some sort of panhard bar or something like that in there. When I was drilling out the bottom plate, I caught the drill and whacked my elbow. It still hurts. So I'm going to take a little break. Maybe I'll be back out later on tonight. If not tomorrow, not really feeling it anymore. And yeah, see what else I can get done. Alright, it's actually a couple days later. My arm still hurts. But I started powering through this rear suspension fiasco. So where I left it, I had kind of made these. I welded those in with the shocks, so they're in where they're going to be. The only thing I carried on doing was I started making this panhard bar. So pretty simple. I kind of just cut 2 tabs. That was real simple out of the some metal I had. Then this I kind of welded together this ugly bracket just to hold the panhard bar. So I tried to have it as straight as I could. The problem is I need to have it down just a little bit so I actually get some suspension. So it's just a few degrees down at ride height, but everything seems to work. It's got the side-to-side sway. The problem was I didn't have any bolts the right size, so everything is just loosely tacked together. So this morning we're gonna run out. We got to get some groceries, and I got to get some bolts. I can bolt this thing all together, and then once it's bolted together, then I can weld it all in permanently. So yeah, we'll do that. Plus, driving the Nova is fun right now. It's not pissing me off like a stupid hot rod. So we'll go for a drive, get some stuff, weld her back together, and call her a day. Well, we're on the way to, we got groceries, now we're going to Princess Auto. And it's a super lame drive because on the way to the grocery store, we ran into a motorcycle cop. And now on the way to the parts store, we ran into another motorcycle cop.
Which is cool in one sense because we never really get to see motorcycle cops.
Exactly.
So it's like taking away the experience of a motorcycle cop.
So now I'm driving like a little old lady. Like we might as well just taken the Kia to get parts.
I don't know. He probably would have pulled over the Kia.
I think the wheels for this video have officially come off. Just nothing's going my way. My arm hurts.
Oh.
Cops are everywhere. Whatever. We got toilet paper.
We did! We got toilet paper!
So we'll get some bolts and we'll be back at it. Alright, we're just leaving Princess Auto. Actually just bought the new mount you guys are on right now.
Weird.
So it was shitty. It was $9 wasted.
Princess Auto though, it has everything. What else did we get today? We got pizza chewy for Steve. And we got a slow bowl for Lenny. We got some candy from Princess Auto.
Princess Auto candy. Keeps me alive.
That surplus section. That's what they should be. They should just be a surplus store. That's the real moneymaker. Iggy Azalea?
Oh, that's
Oh.
dark.
JK lols.
Got a moment there. I was just about to say how much I'm loving this car again.
I was just gonna say I love this car. It drives so nice. Like it's nice to cruise around in. Oh, should we drop off the hand sanitizer? Do you know where it is?
Yeah, we probably should.
That one was fun.
Okay, back at it. Slammed in my bolts, so that's all ready to go. So everything's just kind of snug, but you know, does its thing. The side-to-side action's all gone, so I think it'll be good enough for who it's for. If I ever want to change it down the road or make it a little beefier or longer, I absolutely can, but trying to avoid being out as much as possible, and this is what I had. So, set up the welder. Just gonna burn the shock towers, whatever you want to call them, in proper. Weld this bracket to the diff and to the back of the frame solid. Then I'll hammer those so they're nice and tight. I got to just snug up the adjusters on the panhard bar. Then I'm calling it for this episode. I need a win. It's been a battle. Well, wouldn't you know it, I'm welding away. All of a sudden the welder stops. Out of wire. And I don't have a spare roll, so... And I'm not going out anymore today, I've decided. But, I mean, everything is now kind of stitched together. I was just kind of doing bit by bit. I didn't want to get the caps too hot and melt the rubber and all that, so they're still cool to the touch. I got the bracket to the rear end kind of half done, same thing on the chassis. So it does its thing. Thing's way more stiff. Doesn't have the side to side shake anymore. Should be pretty decent, but that's where I'm leaving it. This thing's been fighting me non-stop the last couple days, so I think it's time to try something else for a little bit. I'll get some more welding wire tomorrow after work. But that's it for me. That's it for this video. It's been all over the place. But leave a comment if you like what you saw or if you hated it. Either way. And subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. We're really growing, which is awesome. Let me know what you think. Tell a friend. See you guys on the next one.